Today, talking to you about why I use so many different camera systems and why it's probably a little bit confusing when you're out there watching on the internet.
Keep waving. This is good stuff, man.
Welcome to the studio today. I figured that this is a question that comes up enough that I will address it within these 30 days of videos. And that question is basically that I seem to always be jumping from camera system to camera system and using a lot of different things. And that is for a number of reasons. So for a long time, as you can see in the intro, you can see in all the past content, I pretty much shot Nikon primarily in the digital SLR world. I would consider them to be a superior product in the digital SLR world with the 3D tracking. Everything was just really nice. The files also absolutely amazing. I used them for a number of years from about 2005 up until really, I still kind of am using them. But I would say that as of this year, maybe the end of last year a little bit, Canon really started to become my main camera simply for just the ease of use of using the Canon R6, now into the R3, and I'm just excited for this year. I did have a pre-release Nikon Z9 that I used a lot, and it is a magnificent camera. What I discovered, at least for my needs, was that the R3 is a little bit closer to what I want, and also everyone that I seem to be working with has all switched from whatever system they were using into the Canon ecosystem. So when you're in a studio environment, when everyone just shoots the same lenses, it makes life so much easier. This also includes things like when Tim shows up to shoot video, I now know that he's gonna be shooting on an R6, or if we go out and we do some travel content, Marshall and I, it's gonna be shooting on an R6. All the footage is gonna match with whatever I shoot very easily. Lindsay's also on the R6 now as well. This also leaps over into weddings as well, that all of our files are gonna be pretty similar. And for the most part, I think we all have the same lenses. We all got the same Yang 85 1.4, the 35 1.8, and maybe that's it for commonalities, but we all have those, so it's nice. Everything looks very cohesive, regardless of who shot it on the wedding day, which is really good. When you're looking at my YouTube channel, I am definitely always out testing different equipment, simply to keep both my views on things relevant in the industry, that I am definitely somebody that has access to a lot of different cameras. So I do my best on YouTube to kind of make at least proper comparisons, that I'm not just somebody that only uses one system and only has visibility. And when I do a camera review of another product, if I only know one thing, I'm going to basically rank that other thing specifically against what I use every single day, whereas the thing that I use every day might not be what you use. And I feel like it kind of waters down to just not being the most effective review, and definitely not the most beneficial for the viewer, for you watching. I don't want to waste your time. If I have more of a perspective of what's going on across the entire industry, I'm better able to suggest specific cameras for you and exactly your needs. I guess the thing is right now that every single camera system is so good that there really is nobody that's massively lagging behind right now. So regardless of which system you go into, you're getting a pretty good camera. You're getting a significantly better camera than you would have got 3, 4, 5 years ago in the digital SLR world. All of the mirrorless cameras are so good. So by me shooting something like the R6 or an R3, it by no means makes the Nikon Z9 or the Sony A1 or the A7 IV less relevant if it fits all of your needs. I think at the end of the day, it really is important to discover the camera that does the things that you need. From my perspective, as somebody that does both photography and video coverage at wedding days, kind of as one person that I'm shooting a bunch of photos, then video clips. The R6 was great last year, and the R3 is going to be also great this year. The specs that I am specifically looking at might be different than yours. So I need a super fast buffer that when I take a bunch of photos, that I need to be able to record a video right away. And I want that not to be a problem. The Nikon Z6 II does a great job of it. All of the Nikon cameras forever have actually done a great job of clearing the buffer and making it able to record. The Canon cameras have been great, but for me, Sony, while they do incredible video, it's always been kind of one of the choke points for me. I haven't yet used an A7 IV, so maybe let me know in the comments if you are using the A7 IV. You can take like 10 or 15 raw photos and then be recording a video right away. If there's no lag within that and that's an instant thing, that's amazing. I guess the struggle with Sony is, so our local dealer, their name is BJ Photo, they're here in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. representative, come on by, buy some things. They are not a Sony dealer. Sony won't give them, I don't know what the official rules are, but basically they can't sell Sony products as a dealer. And that's honestly the reason why I haven't had a whole lot of Sony content up on the channel, or nearly as much as Canon, Nikon, and Fuji, and even Panasonic. So that is something that I am looking to fix over the next couple of months here. So you may see some more Sony videos coming out, and that doesn't mean that I'm switching everything to Sony. And that doesn't mean that it's right for you to switch to Sony if you're shooting something like an R6. An R6 is gonna be amazing. Like, you don't have to worry about what I'm doing. So sorry if it's a little bit confusing. Hopefully this shedded a little bit of light onto, I guess, my process. I use a lot of different cameras in order to basically make the best recommendations for you and specifically what you do. If you ever have any questions about cameras, feel free to put them in the comments, really, of any video or maybe the most relevant video, and I will do my best to get back to you. If it's a question that I don't know the answer to, there's a pretty good chance somebody else looking through the comments will at least have some sort of perspective on it and can answer that for you. So I hope that you found this video helpful and it relieved a little bit of the mystery why I'm all over the place all the time and it's very confusing. And then also, I guess we didn't even talk about the fact that I shoot a bunch of film stuff as well. There's a lot of film videos to come out over the year. I have more than I expected. We shot a lot over the fall. It really was kind of a passion project that we thought it'd be fun. We partnered with some of the correct people to go out and be able to make it financially sustainable to create good film photography. Film is expensive, so if you're shooting a lot of it, it becomes very expensive very quickly, and we shot a lot over the past couple of months. And I'm kind of limiting it at about 1 video per week, but I suspect the film photography videos that we've already shot probably go up to, I'm gonna call it July or August already. So look forward to a lot of film photography videos to come. It is a heck of a lot of fun to get out there and to shoot film. And I feel like you just learn more about photography and you become a better photographer by doing it and putting yourself in that box. And also aesthetically, it looks, I don't know, like we shoot the best digital cameras in the world, and then I'll shoot 1 roll of film on a trip, and that roll is usually a lot of my favorite photos from the entire trip. So I won't go too deep into that, but yeah. This is why we use many different cameras, because I enjoy photography, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I like making videos, I like making photography, and I enjoy the process of, I guess, using different tools to do that and finding out a little bit more about those tools. So yeah, I guess that's what it is when it comes down to it. Thanks for being here. I'll be back again, I guess, tomorrow with a film photography video, and then the rest of the week is going to be all wedding photography. So look forward to the remaining days of this 30-day course, and I will see you tomorrow. I almost ended that one. Usually I don't know how to end videos, but that was pretty close. There's a bit of gap there that I had to slam cut, but see you tomorrow.